Hey y'all, what's going on? So listen, yeah, and I know y'all see from the top the title. I used to date my brother. It's what not me, but shit. This is what it says. Not that y'all. Oh Lord. Okay. When I ask y'all to send me stories, y'all do not play with me when it comes to that. And thank y'all for, sharing. I try to, keep up with what's going on. You can't see everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but honey, this was at the top. So, in the situation here, which is nothing new, daddy got another household and everything that, he got two households. Okay, so here's the thing. So his the daughter, she met a guy. They had been seeing each other. For 6 months. 6 months exclusively. They were really getting serious and thinking about moving in. So she's like, well, since we thinking about doing this, you really need to meet my family, and we need to, I really want my family to meet you. Da da da. We moving to the next, level. Which, let me say this real quick, please. That is not the next level. You know what I mean? Like, what is wrong with waiting until you get married to be sharing homes and things? Now, let me clarify this, because somebody will say, well, everybody can't do that. Honey, I live with some folks, okay? So it's not like I'm saying I'm above it. And I done made it clear, honey, my babies was out of wedlock, honey. Okay? Before somebody be trying to get me together and be like, well, it's not like a child, been there, done all that. I'm saying it to younger women and men to avoid that or whatever. If you really into somebody and this is it, then what's wrong with being married and doing it that way? That's what I'm saying. But you do what you do, and can't nobody judge you if that's the situation. You know your situation better than others. I'm just saying, if that's at all possible, wait. Okay. So they decide, okay, good. We want to meet him. We heard nothing but good things about him. So they gonna have a barbecue. Family come over, play little dominoes, play little cards, and, this type of thing, whatever you do with yours. So here she comes, everybody's there. Here she come with the new dude and shit, and the daddy got his back turned. Like he's, talking to somebody, he got his back turned, laughing up a storm, and whatever somebody's saying. So, to his surprise, when he turns around to me, said new boyfriend that's soon to move in, who's been doing a hip to dip with his daughter. When he turns around, old dude said, Dad. And the rest of the crowd, as the story says, went, Dad. Lord, y'all, he done dropped the ribs and everything. And, Lord Jesus. And she goes on to say that she been sharing flesh and this and that and other. She done found out she been dating her brother. Her daddy is a cheater. The mother had no clue. And apparently she's got other siblings. This man got sisters. And so, now the mother and the dad are getting divorced. She said, that the guy, of course, doesn't want to see her like that. See her, period. Not that she wanted to, but to see her. It's too difficult and ugh. And I can understand that. And girl, I wouldn't want to see him either. Oh Jesus, no. Even though you didn't know, baby, y'all didn't know, but oh God, mm-mm. You and your brother touching pee-pees. That almost got me, y'all. Oh, Lord. I don't even want to know my brother has a pee-pee, okay? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's just doesn't have anything. I'm just saying. Like, he doesn't have anything. and his child just appeared from nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, I know. No. As far as he's concerned, I don't have anything, okay? You know, it's just certain things like, oh, God. They're just like that motherfucker and intentionally. Y'all will forever talk about him putting his pee on his granny. Ooh. Anywho, so, you know, the young lady said that her and her dad are trying to get some type of, I guess, get a relationship back or whatever. Y'all, oh, Lord, you're supposed to forgive people, this and that and other. But this shit has to stop. And I'm not going to say it just happens in our community, but this shit do happen a lot. Okay? This whole thing of having two whole separate fucking families. You know, this cheating ass shit, and as they put her, Papa was a rolling stone. Fuck Papa and his rolling motherfucking stones. Kick him in them motherfuckers and they will never roll again. I'm just saying, like, that shit is not cool. And it has been accepted in, you know, it just has been, well, he just being a man. That's what a man do. They used to be the old ass shit. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of older women be like, honey, man gonna be a man. He gonna be a man. And that's like the speech to say, well, girl, he gonna fuck some other women. And, okay, you're not gonna leave him, but he's just gonna be a man. Fuck that. I be a man with some motherfucking body else. No, being a man is being in your commitment, knowing that you committed to me and this family, and not that. It is not being a man. You know, your manhood is not established by how much coochie you know, conquer or whatever. I can't. I don't know. You damn, I just can't. That's having a whole nother family and shit. And I bet you at least half of y'all, and I'm going to raise my hand and include myself, because this, you know, this whole situation with, you know, the family and friends knowing that there's somebody else, but it's that unspoken shit, you get what I'm saying? Like, he been having somebody else, and, you know, we just overlook the shit because it's your family, and that, you get what I'm saying? Your family member is the one that he's cheating with, not cheating on. And with that being said, you know, a lot of times it'll happen that you'll know a motherfucker's being cheated on in your family. Like, you don't tell that shit. Now, I'm not going to tell nobody. You know, my mother and dad, I have always said that, and my dad told me years ago, if my mother was cheating or whatever, he would never want his friends to tell him. Because one, he said this and meant this shit, that he was going to kill him, whoever she was cheating with. And only reason why he wasn't gonna kill her is because she was our mother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all, for real, he did. He was so serious. With that being said, you know, I think it's probably vice versa. And they were like, you never do that, because it always turns on you. You know. But, like, this whole thing of, well, you know, just knowing that they doing this shit and it's been okay, and the fact that they gotta live in the same town or whatever, like, somebody knew some shit was going on. Now, in this story, what I didn't mention is that his brother or whatever knew about these circumstances. Nobody else knew. The dad, the brother, the son didn't know anything. They don't know that they thinking they the first household. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, oh, I can't. Stopping off at 5 and 6 different households and shit. Like, really? I can't. And if your motherfucking kids is grown enough to be trying to live in together, sit your motherfucking sagging ass balls down. Shit. I refuse to be that secondhand hoe. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. Now, in this case, neither one of these women were that. But when I said that, I'm talking about the ones that know that they're doing it. In this case, they had no idea to each other. And that does happen a lot. The whole shit lies on the daddy. And this is why you don't do that kind of shit. And another thing, and let me just address one other thing to these, you know, these bitter ass, you know, baby mamas. And I hate that fucking word. My child ain't gonna go around, ain't gonna know. My child ain't gonna be around their brothers. So you better motherfucking make sure they know. You look up and they'll be sleeping with their brothers and sisters and shit. How you gonna get fucked they shit up because you fucked up and chose unwisely? Like, I can't. So you better motherfucking let them know and stop using children and shit as pawns and things. And this is going into a whole nother damn thing. I get so tired of he ain't gonna see him. He ain't out. He with her. Nah, my child can't never be around. You better not have my child. I find that 9 times out of motherfucking 10, she's gonna treat your child better than you did. Bitch, you just concerned with the motherfucking man. You just mad because he done moved on. You know, like, okay, I'm not even gonna get into that stuff. Like, I can't. Y'all know that's a lost cause as far as I'm concerned. But you have to, like, why would he do this? You in there just jamming, music on, family reunion. You know the whole shit and just, yeah, you know, playing dominoes, give me, 20 or whatever you're doing. How many books you got in spade. Y'all just having a good time sopping down ribs and shit. And you got a whole nother motherfucking family. You have destroyed 2 families. Your destructive ass pee-pee. I can't. Y'all know who the hell y'all with, please. Try not to, don't wait so long if you're out there dating before you maybe meet a couple of people in the family. Now, if you just out there just laying up, which you shouldn't be doing that anyway. With that being said, please don't be doing that, because have y'all seen the young man who has been going around and giving people AIDS intentionally? Like, this bastard, because he got sick, he gonna deliberately give it to men and women. He has affected, the LGBT community, and he gonna date women. His sole goal was to just screw any and everybody he could to get them sick. Like, I can't. Anywho, so y'all, I just don't know what to say about this shit. Like, I'm just, and I know that it's hard, because I've had countless people, and I've had so many, but past, I guess, year and a half to 2 years, women and men asked me to, maybe do a segment and talk about dating and this and that and other, maybe give suggestions or whatever. But, like, when I think about it, can I really give some suggestions in the dating game right now in this world? I can't. I can, but I can't, because I will be going according to what I was doing and would be doing then when I was dating, and I would be doing the same thing now. I definitely would not be, I'm not downing anyone who, because I have a love here on the YT that is, in love and has found her soulmate. Seriously, like, I, seen them on screen. She's very happy and this and that and other, and she is one of the rare occurrences, as far as I'm concerned, that have had that situation to work out. You know what I mean? Like, they met online and it went from there. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying that it would not be, I couldn't. If that's what it took for me to meet my soulmate or whatever, I would never meet him. Because I'm sorry, it just seems so imperfect. Like, you could, like this situation, daddy got another family, nobody knows or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At least if you look at a motherfucker, they might twitch or some shit, and you might be able to say, I seen this motherfucking eye roll twice instead of one time. I don't know what that mean, but, that might be a sign of some shit like that. I don't know. But I would say, oh my God, first, stop being so damn frivolous with your PP areas, male and women. Stop taking this shit so motherfucking lightly. Like, for real. Secondly, if you are out there laying up and doing all of these things, please be protecting yourself. Because I know that damn age-old shit is not working. You can't feel nothing with the condom on. It don't feel. I know that shit ain't still running and working. But I bet you it's a bunch of motherfuckers running it. Like, sit the hell down. It's some shit worse than getting pregnant before you want to. Like, I can't believe that people are still having I just can't. Like, that's just dumb as fucking owl shit. Anywho, another thing, like I said, after, what's wrong with maybe meeting someone in the family? And stop thinking that it must mean we together if you meet my mama or my daddy. No, that don't necessarily mean that, honey. You just met him. Shit, he ain't got to be right for you because he done met your mama and dad. Like, really? Because the day after he'd meet him, or the day in this situation, it could all go awry. So that don't mean nothing. What's wrong with knowing? You know what I'm saying? Like this young lady, she said, I'm dating again and I want a DNA test and everything. And that's just, it's just really, really sad. So I don't know. I say, y'all, use your head, value yourself, your body, and this type of thing. Don't just be out here while I'm just dating and having a, good time. I'm going to lay here later. You know what I'm saying? Your ass is everywhere laying up. I mean, do what you do. You're going to do you anyway. But, I mean, have some more respect for yourself. Than that. And I'm not only talking to women because as far as I'm concerned, this covers the gambit with men too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not, it's not cool. It's just really not cool. And you are worth somebody taking the time out to meet, know, respect, and all of that before you get to sharing fluids and things of this nature and, making ugly faces. And you got to say it, y'all. Just, oh, Lord, just, I don't know. Just be careful. Just be careful in whatever you're doing. Okay. Now, before I get off of here, I do want to talk about this, and I almost want to talk about this separate, but I do want to talk about this. This woman here, just God bless her, because she received a settlement of $625K when she really could have got $10 million. The circumstance is, and y'all know I'm gonna put both of these stories below, is that a doctor had been treating her for a cough for years, like it's cancer, but like it's asthma. Turns out she had cancer. And all he had to do was give her, he could, first of all, an x-ray and then, CT, MRI, this type of thing. He just instantly gonna give her stuff for asthma. Like, that's some bullshit. And because of the statute of limitation or whatever, she actually didn't get 625 after the attorney got what he got. I think she ended up with 400-something thousand. Now, this woman is losing her life. And not only that, she does have a severely handicapped child, in which needs care around the clock. Now, her auntie, which is older, much older, is due to take care of her child, and this woman is dying. Like, something as simple as an x-ray or something, like, I can't. And just the negligence in it all is just, it's just fucked up. My leg is the way it is due to negligence. Due to getting a heart catheter. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Just pure and utter negligence. And I had a friend of mine hit me up. She had a procedure done. She had a breast reduction. And they put the draining tube in wrong. And caused her to have an issue. Just all of this fucking neglect. Like, I understand that doctors, they are human beings. And to be human, you can't err. But some of this shit that they doing is just so motherfucking blatant that it is ridiculous. Something as simple as giving her a CT, going just a little step further, would have saved her life. Like, I can't. Are they handing these motherfucking medical degrees out, like they nothing, It's just, Lord, I don't know. I feel so bad for her, because I mean it was so simple. And now she's sick in the hospital and getting ready to die. And I know she got to be thinking in her head, my child is gonna be left behind. My handicapped child, like y'all know, I just can't. I could go on about this. I just really want to kind of bring y'all attention to this, and I want to say to y'all, do not just accept what the doctor, just because they doctor don't mean they motherfucking, just above everything. Second guess everything. Get a second, third, fourth, and even fifth opinion if you desire that. But don't just stop with one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Don't just stop with that. Even with my own circumstance, you're awake when you get those heart catheters done. And I told them I felt something weird. I jerked. It wasn't that I could feel what they were doing because they had numbed that area. But when they was scathing the nerve at first, it made my whole, my side kind of jump a little bit. But finally, when the motherfuckers went wrong and I said something to them, these motherfuckers told me, oh, that's normal. I had never had that done. So I don't know whether it's, normal or not. On when they finally fucked it up, my whole motherfucking face twitched and turned. My whole right side went motherfucking bananas. My leg and my arm jumped up. And they still riding out with, oh, that's natural. Bitch, you got to be fucking kidding me. And they tell you got to lay there for a little while. When you have that done, you can't really move because they put they went through that artery. Okay, so when it was my time to get up and go to the restroom, I went straight the fuck down. So, just second guess that shit. And, just don't just accept just because they doctors, they know every motherfucking thing, because they don't. And they can make mistakes. Definitely. They can make mistakes. People have went into the hospital and got shit done, supposed to be getting something simple, and end up having their legs and shit amputated for what? Oh, we made a mistake. We thought you was missing something. Bitch, how did you make a mistake? Like that. Something as simple as knowing who you working on. Like, y'all can't. Watch yourself. Ask questions. Get second and third opinions. However far you need to go. If you feel, do your research. Look at things online. This type of thing, So, I just can't. I can't understand, what this poor... oh my God. Knowing that they did that to her. I just... So anywho, y'all, that's my phone ringing. I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna leave these links below. All right.